Hey all y'all spirits out there, today I'm showing you guys how to make a spell jar necklace because we are in a full moon right now and I only make these in full and new moons. So without further ado, let's get to it. First thing you're gonna need some glass jars, some mini glass jars. Next, something that represents the 4 elements. I got dirt from my garden right here, and then I got some intentionalized rainwater I made like 3 months ago. And then right here, these are chicken feathers that I got from my farm. I'm going to be using this to represent the air element. And for fire, I'm going to be writing down the spell that I'm using for this, burning it in this mortar right here, and we're going to use the ashes, and that's the fire. You're going to need a protection stone. I'm using black tourmaline, and I'm also using a clear quartz to amplify everything I'm putting in here. You're also going to need some protection herbs. I'm using rosemary and spearmint, because both of those are very good for protection and warding off evil spirits, so definitely do that, y'all. Right here we got some valerian root, to ward off from dark magic and shit, stuff people might want to cast on you. And we also got some valerian root oil because that's needed. Right here we got some pliers and some copper wire. That's to wrap around the spell jar when we're done. This stuff is optional. It's just a pipette so I don't spill a lot of water and oil. Some scissors so I can cut up the herbs and stuff neatly in the feathers, and some glue so I can seal the jar so it can't be opened again, but all that is optional. And most important though, the sage, y'all. We need this sage to cleanse every last item we're gonna use before we even start the spell. The jars, the tools, everything needs to be cleansed first. So right here y'all see me taking off all the corks. That's the first step, taking off all the corks and lining everything up so it can just be in a sequence. Because once I start the spell, I don't like stopping for nothing. I like to go in order and in sequence, so everything has to be lined up. And right here I am lighting up the sage and I am cleansing every last item. Like I meant when I said you need to cleanse and put attention on every last item before you start the spell jar. Like the scissors, the glue, the pliers, the copper, the water, the feathers, the herbs, the crystals, the jars themselves, the corks, the containers that the crystals and herbs are in. Like dead ass cleanse everything. And now that everything is cleansed, I'm going to write down my spell. Boom, there it is right there. Don't copy my stuff, y'all. Dead ass, don't copy my stuff, y'all. I got that from the spirit. Y'all can get y'all own protection spell from the spirit, or y'all can just get this one. Check me out, I'm in the Etsy. But anywho, now that I am done cleansing the jars, this is me reciting the spell 3 times, and then I am burning the paper because like I said, you need the ashes to first start the spell. And I like to go in order of ingredients as I written down in the spell. So I like to go put fire first, then water, then air, then earth. I like to go in that order specifically, and I never do it outside that order. Then after that, I put the black stone in, the herbs, the valerian root, and then the last thing I put in is clear quartz. That's always the last thing to put in because it amplifies everything else you put in previously. So put the clear quartz in last, y'all. And then once that is all in, I'm going to be taking the corks. Yep, this is it. All good, all filled up. Like I said, I'm going to be taking the corks now and gluing them, putting like this glue on the outside. And I'm using this glue because I don't have a natural adhesive that sticks really well, so nail glue it is. And now that we're done gluing all the bottles done and they're all together, I'm taking some copper wire here and I am making a little hole at the top of each wire, and then I'm just wrapping it around the jar. I'm going to show you guys me doing that slow. This is just me time lapsing doing all the jars, but I did leave the last jar for me to do on a regular video so y'all can see how I actually do it. Like this is me doing it right now. So yeah, like I was saying before, I just take the wire, I make a circle, and then I try to make another little circle behind that little circle that I made so I can put the the little indent on the mini jars inside that circle. I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. Boom, yes, I made a little indent so it can slide in the area that grooves between where the cork is put and the rest of the glass bottle. So the wire is going to be secured around that spot, and then it spirals down down across the entire bottle. But I just firstly have to secure it on the bottle first. And a tip for you guys when you are wrapping it around your jar, the little circle that you made at the top, put the pliers around that circle and hold it really tight so you can take the rest of the wire to wrap it around the jar. Because if you don't do it that way, it's gonna keep spinning and spinning in a circle, and it's not gonna grip the jar, and you're gonna get frustrated. So hold the top of the circle, make sure you got a nice good grip on it so you can use like the counter force to finish wrapping around the jar. So just a little tidbit for y'all. And y'all can see me doing that right there, what I was just telling y'all what to do. You see how I had to really grip that circle for it to like wrap around the jar completely? That's what I mean. Because if I wasn't gripping that, then the wire would have just kept spinning and spinning, and I would have been like, oh my god, no, just no. So yeah, grip the thing so you guys can do it correctly. But that is about it, guys. I am done wrapping all the jars, and all the jars are made. Now all you have to do is collect them, put them all in this little tray, and I set them outside for 3 days and 3 nights, and when they are done sitting out there, then it is done, it's complete, and it's ready to be with whoever they want to be with. So that is all for today, guys. You guys can check out the spell jars on my Etsy. I will have the link in the description below, or you guys can make your own spell jars with your own spells. Either way, as long as y'all being creative or whatever. I will catch you guys for my next video, and peace.